everybody, I'm here today with a driving tutorial for making a left turn. In this video, I'll be going over everything that you need to know about safely making left-hand turns. Without further ado, we're going to start driving. I want this to be mainly demonstrating, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm turning left. I'm going to get myself around a loop that's going to involve unlimited left-hand turns, basically. So let's go ahead and we're going to approach the first stop sign, and I'll tell you exactly what we're going to do. All right, so let's move away from the curb. Now, the first thing is, as you are approaching the turn, I'll try and go over this in a procedure. As you're approaching the turn, you want to put your left signal on. To activate your left signal, go to the signal lever, push it down, just like that. And then that's the first step that I'm going to outline. And I'm going to keep doing what I usually do when I make my turns, but that's the first thing to note. You want to put your left signal on. Now, as you are approaching your turn, after you've signaled, you want to check your rear view mirror, when you get close to actually making the turn. So I'm signaling left, and I'm going to check my rear view mirror. As I'm approaching the stop sign, I'm checking my rear view mirror, and I'm going to do my other checks as well, and I'll explain those momentarily. So I've gone over signal left, check your rear view mirror, and then the next thing that you want to do is you want to check your left side mirror. Now, the turn that I'm going to be approaching right now, the left turn that I'm going to be approaching, actually doesn't have a stop sign on my end, so I'm not going to be coming to complete stop unless I need to. So I'm going to signal left. As I'm approaching the turn, I'm checking my rear view mirror, I'm checking my left side mirror, and I'm going to continue doing my checks that I regularly do, just like that, okay? Now, after you've checked your left side mirror, you're going to check your left blind spot. You're going to do a left shoulder check. So I'm approaching this stop sign, left signal, checking my rear view mirror as I'm slowing down, checking my left side mirror, checking my left blind spot. Okay, now I'm going to make my turn. I'm going to go over each thing systematically. So we're building up to the full procedure. So far we've gone over signal, rear view mirror, left side mirror, left blind spot. Now, obviously, if you have to come to a stop, you're going to come to a stop. If you don't have to come to a stop and it's safe to proceed and you have the right of way, you're going to slow down and proceed with caution. But you always want to check the intersection and the area that you're turning. So I'm approaching a stop sign again. Let's go over the procedure. I'll slow down so I can say it slower. Left signal, rear view mirror, left side mirror, coming to a complete stop right about now, left blind spot, scanning the intersection, left, center, right, left. I have the right of way. I'm proceeding with caution, just like that. Okay, now the next thing that I want to go over is the steering. So how to steer for a left-hand turn, because those are all of the safety things, but it's about steering as well. So I'm not going to be going over, I'm not going to be saying all of the checks anymore. I don't want to bore you or drill it down so hard. I am only going to be talking about the steering. So with regards to steering, you want to start off with both hands on the wheel, okay? I like to keep my hands at roughly the 10 and 2 position, but some people like to use 9 and 3 or somewhere higher or lower than that, but you want 2 hands on the wheel. That's the main concern. I'm a practical person. I'm not going to tell you have to do it a certain way, but you should have 2 hands on the wheel, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and signal, do all of my checks as I approach this turn. Now watch what I'm doing with my hands and the wheel, okay? I'll do this very slowly. Turning the wheel, hand over hand, holding it throughout the turn, and then releasing it. And as you can see, if the turn is sharp enough and if you've steered correctly, the wheel will actually turn itself back. That's one of the awesome features about driving and power steering and all of the drivetrain components that modern cars have. So check this out, turning the wheel, holding it, and releasing it, just like that. Keep your hands, close to the wheel when you release it. You don't want to release it and go like this. For demonstration purposes, I would maybe do that just to show you that it works. But you want to keep your hands ready in case you need to grab the wheel for one reason or another for safety purposes. I'm sure you can understand that completely. But what you want to do is, with practice, you want to be able to estimate how much you need to turn the wheel, okay? So I know that for this turn and this sharpness, I need to turn the wheel about this much, hold it here, and release it. And as you can see, I made a roughly, I don't want to call it a perfect turn, but I made a very good turn right there. Stayed on track with the road and so forth. When you're beginning to drive, when you're a beginner driver, you might oversteer, you might understeer, meaning you might steer too much or too little. But as you practice, you'll know and you'll learn how to estimate how much to turn the wheel. But generally speaking, I can't give you a specific amount because some turns require more turning of the wheel and other turns require less turning of the wheel. So with that being said, I can't tell you to turn the wheel a quarter or half or 3/4 of a full turn because it won't work with every turn. Every turn is different. You have to learn the skill of estimation, okay? You can't really use a specific formula You're gonna have to learn how to estimate how much to turn the wheel. But as you practice, you're gonna get better and better at making those left turns. Sorry about that. My son's toy car is rolling around in the back seat there. But he's not in the car, but his toy car obviously is in the car, but he's not in the car at the moment, obviously. But as you get better and better at turning left, and as you practice more and more, you'll get better and better at estimating how much to actually turn the wheel. But that's it. That is a full driving tutorial on making left-hand turns. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.